Okay, today we're going to use ratios to convert from one customary unit to another. And the key to doing that is to write a conversion factor. A conversion factor is a rate in which the two quantities are equal, but they have different units. Okay, this is a rate, it's a comparison of two numbers. They have different units, inches and feet. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. That's a conversion factor. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Okay, the quantities are equal, but they have different units of measurement. Okay. In a soccer game, Kyle scored a goal from a corner kick. Kyle was 33 feet from the goal. How many yards was he? So we're going to convert from feet to yards. Okay, step one is always to find the conversion factor. And right down here, this is key. When you're writing your conversion factor, the unit you are converting to must be on top. So I'm converting to yards. Okay, I'm converting from feet to yards. Yards has to be on top. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. This is my conversion factor. Now I'm going to multiply by that. Kyle was 33 feet from the goal. Okay, now I can multiply. I have feet in the numerator and denominator, so I'm going to divide those out. Numerator times numerator. I'm converting to yards. Now I can divide. 33 divided by 3 is 11. And we converted to yards. And remember always to think if it makes sense. There's 3 feet in a yard. 3 times 11 is 33. Okay. In this example, Kenny had an anchor in his boat with 37.5 yards of rope attached to it. How many feet is this? And again, remember the trick right here, the unit you are converting to must be on the top. I'm converting to feet. There's 3 feet in 1 yard. Okay. Kenny had 37.5 yards. Now I'm going to multiply. Okay. I'm going to do now the yards. It's in the numerator and in the denominator. So I can divide that out. Now I have 37.5 times 3. Okay, that's 112.5 feet. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay. So my answer is going to be 112.5 feet. Now let's think, does that make sense? So we found the conversion factor. We multiplied by it. Okay, we're converting from yards to feet. So we're converting from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So there's going to be more of them. Okay, got this backwards up there. But we're going from yards, which is bigger, to feet, which is smaller. There's going to be more of them. Okay, I know 40 times 3 is 120. This is a little bit less than that, so it makes sense. Okay, last example. Jamie's learning how to ride a bike without training wheels. He rode for 72 inches before he fell down. How many yards did he ride? Okay, so we're converting to yards. Yards has to be on top. Okay, so I know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, but I'm working with inches and yards. So 3 feet is equal to 36 inches. Okay, so step one is always find the conversion factor. I have 1 yard to 36 inches. Okay, remember the unit you're converting to must be on the top. I'm converting to yards. Okay, he rode for 72 inches before he fell down. Step two, I'm going to multiply by the conversion factor. Okay, a couple of things to remember in this one. Yards is on top, but we used inches down here, not feet, because that's the other unit of measurement. Okay, now you might see here I can, again, I can cancel out the inches, divide them out, but I'm going to reduce these numbers too. Okay, now I can do numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and my final answer is 2 yards. Let's think, does that make sense? Okay, he rode 72 inches. I know there's 12 inches in a foot. Okay, so that's 6 feet. 3 feet in a yard, so 2 yards looks good. All right, 3 steps always to follow. Number 1, find the conversion factor, then multiply by it. Does your answer make sense? And this is the key right down here. The unit you're converting to must be on the top. Always be sure your answer makes sense.